Welcome to my two-part product research challenge for all my beginners out there, or maybe people who've been watching me for a while but just need some help finding a product. It is possible with a made in the US manufacturer. Are they made in the US? Or I guess it's that the product, one product, locally sourced, less than $10,000 to start, turn it into $400 a day in profit. Let's do it. Be sure to subscribe down below because today and tomorrow, first we're going to be finding products, completely free tutorial, course level tutorial, not going to want to miss them. And you're only going to need one software. We'll get to that right now. You are here. You need to be here. Click on this link, follow along with this free masterclass that I'm putting together, completely step-by-step. And if you're a beginner, just trying it out, you want to get started, you just made your LLC, just go 20% off for 6 months. If you know you're committed, you're like, yeah, I got the discipline, I'm going to stick it out, I'm going to use this, it's going to be an integrated part of my business, maybe you go 10% off for life. A lot of people ask me, I'm a professional seller, I use the diamond plan. It's how I run my business. You can just go platinum when you're starting. You're just going to be primarily doing product research, keyword research. You can still create your listing. You can do all the product research, all the keyword research we're going to be doing. What I like about Helium 10 is it's truly a one-stop shop for me. I run my business and brand using this software. It can do accounting, it can do keyword research, product research, it can do listing creation, it can do just about everything. Monitor your market, analyze your competitors, you name it, it does. A follow-up, get you more reviews, like just everything. So it's cool in that way that you don't need to go around cherry picking a la carte, getting a bunch of different softwares to do what I'm about to show you. One-stop solution. Once you have this, you can follow along step by step, word for word, click by click with what we're going to be doing here. Okay, finding products. We're going to be starting. Now I know some of you, keep in mind, it's for beginners, for my, my newer viewers here, my friends. Some of you have been watching me for a while will understand this, but we're going back to the basics, and this is click by click. So open your software that you just got and follow along, right? We're gonna be doing this together, and you might even get different results depending on when you're doing this or the slight variations you make. So keeping in mind, we want a beginner, we want a simple product that's easy to source for relatively inexpensive, and we want to be able to get up and running within the next 6 months to 12 months and actually start making some money doing this, $400, $500 a day, whatever your specific goal is. And we can do that starting right here with search volume. So the way that this tool works is that we're in block box keywords. Okay, so navigation wise, block box product research. And then you just go from products to keywords. What this is going to do is it's going to show us Amazon search terms. Customers have searched these terms. Okay, so I'm going to go 5,000 minimum search volume. That means every single month, 5,000 people searched these terms. And I'm going to go super narrow. I'm going to go 5,000 to 7,500 have searched these terms. So many people searched. Monthly revenue. This is where you really get to take a stand. Stand for something. 20,000 in revenue to 30,000 in revenue. That's where I really like to start. If we want it to be more narrow, we can start here, but I like to just go boom, boom. Don't need to get fancy. 20,000 to 30,000 in revenue. Perfect. Now we're gonna go price. I get a lot of questions regarding price. What price should I sell at? What's too cheap? Is this too cheap? Can I make money here? Well, it's all just ratios. Like nothing's too cheap as long as you get it for much cheaper. Free's too cheap. Even if something's $5, but if you get it for 5 cents and the fees are $4, okay, then you're making 20% net margins on that product, right? That maybe it wasn't the best example. Let's just say fees are $3, but you see what I'm saying, right? Like there's a way to even sell low price products. So I'll go 11 to 30. Beautiful. Review count. Let's just do 1,000 for now. We can come back through and we could change this all later. I'm kind of setting this up for a beginner right now. So some of my bigger criteria that I would normally use, maybe I'll drop it back just a touch in terms of competition. Cool little feature right here. Competitor revenue, more than 10,000. At least 5 sellers have more than 10,000. On average, monthly revenue is here, but we see a diversity across many sellers. They all have more than 10,000. Shows me that I have to stand a good chance if I get there. It's not just a king of the market sitting there on his throne. Look at me, I'm the king, and stealing all the customers and taxing everyone to high hell. I don't know where that analogy went. Something boiled up there, but we're just going to select some categories. Okay, we're selecting categories and we're hitting search. Following along at home, categories that I selected are arts, crafts, and sewing, home and kitchen, industrial and scientific, kitchen and dining. These ones are hit or miss. If you wanted to go boom, I wouldn't mind, honest. Office products, patio, lawn and garden, pet supplies. We could even do sports and outdoors, tools and home improvement. We could do toys and games. Why not? Sure. And that looks pretty good to me. I will hit search again. As long as you select somewhere within the categories we just selected, Many of the ones I didn't select, I didn't for a reason. You don't need to know the exact reasons. Just didn't select them. Been doing this for 5 years, 6 years. Give me some slack, all right? You just gotta trust me sometimes. So, all right, right off the bat, paw cleaner. Love it. Why do I love it? Well, repeat purchase, enthusiast customer, evergreen market. I just know that innately. I know it without even seeing the market because the nature of the product is such that it is a cleaning agent for a dog's paw that's going to come in a bottle that will be highly susceptible to, the customer will be highly susceptible to change in the way that product looks, because you're not going to just show foam sitting on a white background. That would look a little bit odd. You're going to show the packaging. Anywhere where you're buying packaging, you're already at a distinct advantage, because now when we're choosing products later, we can come through this list and we'll actively analyze all those things. Now, tomorrow's video, we're going to be going through what we find today. I'm going to take a general look, pass it through the quick eye test. I scroll through, scroll test, boom, I like what I'm seeing. And so we're going to leave that. We're going to build up a list, and I want you to do this at home. Please do it. Don't leave me hanging. 10 ideas. That's all you got to find is 10 ideas. And we're going to find 10. I'm going to show you how simple this can be. So we'll open chicken feeders. You know, there's a fly called a dirty hoe right here. I just tied that. I'm going on a fishing trip tomorrow. But it's not spelled like that. H-O-H, like the Ho River in the Olympic Peninsula of Washington. It's a play on words, see? So, lawn aerator shoes. That's funny. We're going to open that just for a laugh. Many ideas you will not click on. Don't be upset and aggravated if you find one thing out of the whole list of phrases. By the way, I only found 41. Good. It can only find 200 max. That means I had pretty good filters set. They were tight enough that it gave me very specific things. Blueberry fertilizer. Is that a brand name? Sometimes that might be like the brand is called Blueberry. Shrinky Dink Sheets. Keychains Kit. That sounds like a brand name for sure. So look, this is an important thing that just happened. We ran out of the end of our list. I've noticed with a lot of my students that are in my mastermind, they'll like get relatively not confused or rattled, but it's like that seems to be like a quantifiable thing that they can say. It's like, oh, I looked through 5 lists. Yeah, the nature of moving systematically through lists is actually something that we can use to our advantage. Oh, oops, don't worry. Scared of the dark, I'm very sorry. That's about as dark as it gets. That's pure black. There we go. We're back and we're in. Okay, that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. And the way that we, that I teach move through these lists systematically is, well, we can keep the 20 to 30,000 revenue. We like that. Let's go now. We're looking for 7,500, or you know what, just to be clear, let's drop down below just so we cover all of the bases. So now we're just looking 2,500 to 5,000 search volume. Everything else can stay the same when we hit search, and look what's going to happen. We're going to have 168 phrases this time that are completely new. We didn't see any of these yet. You might have seen variations of this. For instance, I remember seeing something to do with embroidery kits, but it's not the same thing, not same exact search term. So as I go through here, I'm thinking enthusiast customer. And when I think, let me rephrase that, customer who cares, meaning if I do something that's a value innovation here, I improve the product, they will want that. It's not just they're trying to buy the cheapest one. And some of these markets are that. Some of them are hard to innovate on. A wall organizer is made out of metal and wood. That's pretty difficult to come up with a new value innovated version of that product because it requires some R&D, some engineering. When I'm talking about very, very simple products, fly mask or a plant cover or a paw cleaner, those things are essentially just like paw cleaners, just soap in a bottle with an applicator. You see? So from recipe to recipe, the thing that changes can be somewhat intangible, also tangible. But there's this kind of line that we're toying around on. And that's how I like to pick ideas here. To think of things where they are not so mechanical and utility based, making sure that I keep staying on with phrasing that I agree with, because the way that I say these things is important. If there's one thing that I've learned as a mentor over the past couple of years, it is like the way you explain something is important, and you should attack it from a few different angles because people will misinterpret what you say. And that's just part of being an effective teacher and mentor here on YouTube and what I do, with my private clients. So milk thistle for dogs. Interesting. Right away, just interesting. It's a supplement for dogs. What are they buying? They're buying packaging. Do they care about it working? Yes, they care, or else they wouldn't be buying it. Do they want it to work better than anything else? Do they want to buy the best one? Yes, of course they do. They care about their dog. They're buying a niche supplement for their dog. So you just see how that line of thought works. Garden angel to, can I use that same logic? Do they want the best one? It's subjective instantly. Right? It's actually just like a little model. There's no best one. There's no there's no vastly superior one. There's no buying the packaging. It's totally different. Okay, this you might think, oh my, excited kids, care about the way it looks, care about, getting it better copyrighted. Did you hear that? My stomach is rumbling. I went for a long run. I've been trying to run more. And then I had a smoothie about 3 hours ago. Then I was booked for like 3 hours straight with one-on-one calls. And now I'm doing this between optimizing some ads for my business. And I had to download a bill of lading for my manufacturer. Just giving you the update while we're doing this, what I've been working on. We've been selling too many units again. We're just like always selling so many that I had to dial back ads again today. Just keep trimming them back. We sell a lot, or about 70% organic sales. So you can't really stop selling organically. It's just going to keep selling as long as you're in stock. But we can be more picky with the ones we're spending money on. But thankfully today, everything went to plan. Got, get this, 3-day lead time, made in the USA. I had new packaging sent to my manufacturer. We ran out of packaging. We send about 7,000 packages in at a time. They fill about 1,200 at a time, 2,400 at a time. So they're holding some for us. And came in on Monday. They packed 1,200 units in 3 days. And that went out the door on today, Thursday. Can you believe that? And then shipping will probably take 3 days. Hopefully check-in takes in less than a week. And there's 7 to 10 days lead time. It's insane. Insane. So we can be very, very lean. It's been really nice on the cash flow, actually. I actually, believe it or not, I was looking through. I didn't see anything that I liked while I was talking. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. I need 4 more. Scat mat, 4 cats. That sounds good. I mean, not like that. It doesn't sound good. It sounds a little gross, but it's like the nature of the product makes sense. Okay, moving on. This one, because we have more ideas, we have more pages to click through. And I hope this is connecting to you. I hope you get what just watching me scroll through here, what I click on, what I don't click on. I think just through osmosis of knowledge, just watching it over and over again. So I'm not necessarily afraid to make similar videos again and again because it is so important. And like I said, the things I'm pointing out have been extremely helpful to me. It's not just, oh, guru this and blah, 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 this course that. It's like, no, this is like my life and my business and everything I've learned, I try and make available to everyone. I don't put gates up or anything. So I try and make these videos as much as possible, as frequently as possible, in as many different ways as I can. Explain it. Hanging flower basket might have intrigued me at one time, not anymore. A lot of these actually. Small diamond painting kit. I love how specific that is, but I don't necessarily know if there's any way to get the customer to want to buy yours specifically. There is, trust me, there is. Anything you can buy, you can win. Okay, so there's existing demand, there's people selling. There is a way to win there. That's why there's people searching for it. They want it. They're gonna pay you for it. If you're the clear choice, they will choose you. But there's some markets that just make it easier for you. So that's what we're going for here. I want to, bring that up as well. It's not that none of these work, only the ones I picked work. Don't think that at all. I hope you can hear my stomach because it sounds crazy. It doesn't feel great. I hope I don't croak during a video. Well, it wouldn't be edited. If you're watching this, don't worry, I didn't croak. Okay, so we got to the end of this one. What do we do now? I'm gonna just start going like really 50s using lots. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, did I do this one already? Yes, I did, right? That was where we started. Yes, where we started. Gotcha. 7,500, and we're gonna go to 10,000 now. And now we search. Everything stayed the same. And guess what happens when we get to the end of this? We come back up, we go to our starting, and we drop all the way back to 2,500, 5,000. Now this becomes 30, this becomes 40, okay? We go through that, do that 3 times, different search volume, different revenue. Then we go back through with price. We can work our way through everything, through these categories with different pieces of criteria. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't everyone doing this? By doing this, aren't I seeing what everyone's seeing? Yes, but everyone's already seeing everything. There are no secret ideas, and that's the hurdle you have to get over in your mind, is that there is some idea that's key. No, it's execution of an idea and value creation. That's your superpower. So spend your time figuring out, how am I going to be the best, the most innovative option on the market? Truly, like I'm going to stand by my product. It is not what everyone else has. It is not private label. This is a custom product. That's how you win, right? And endless amounts of people can see your products. That's fine. So speaking of that, I liked fly. I think fly mask we already have. I'm guessing that's for the horse. This is just a more specific term. Tree stakes and supports. Okay, so we're going to do that exactly now. We are going to leave this, but we'll go 30, and then we'll just work back down this way. We got 13 here, so it's pretty small, but that's okay. All right, don't like anything there. So I go 5,000 to 7,500. Not 75,000, come on now. Okay, now we got 18 more new phrases. We had chicken feeder, why not do chicken nesting pads? Sure. Okay, 2,500. Keep in mind, anything I see, doesn't matter if other people see it. It is execution. Most people don't know what you're learning. Most people are on TikTok. Most people are idiots. That's what you come here to learn. I'm joking, by the way, I'm joking. I know I'm very dry. I don't believe that. Do I believe that? Okay, so no, we don't need that. As funny as that would be to go look at pottery clay, maybe we do. Pottery clay, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we need one more. Okay, we come back up. So we made it back down to the bottom here. So what do we do now? We work our way up with the same search volume, but new revenue this time. By the way, I think any 5-figure revenue is fine. I have competitors that do 6 figures of revenue. It's higher in the higher end, turned off by a market that has 46,000 in sales. On average, that's fine. Okay, tofu. I don't know what is tofu litter? Tofu cat litter. Anyway, all right, there's our ideas. 10 of them. See you tomorrow. We're going to analyze them.